Ate Mika, remember this time when Tita taught us how to make ice cream?
Oh yeah, I remember this. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, and our hike in Tanay Rizal. Oh, that was a first for me. I didn't think I would make it.
But you did.
With a lot of help.
Hey, I remember this photo. This was the time when you celebrated your birthday with the street kids. That was really special.
It was so rewarding. It felt like a safe place to be with them. And most especially, celebrate with our family.
Speaking of safe place, that was the big idea last week. God is our refuge and reward.
Something about remembering the past makes my heart glad.
I know! Memories reminds me of the goodness of God, how He's blessed me with a wonderful family, friends, and mentors.
Yes, especially church friends who helped me make wise choices.
Oh, you know what, Gabbie? This was exactly what Joshua did during his last days. He recalled the goodness of God.
I'd like to hear about that.
How about you kids? Do you want to know how Joshua inspired the people of God to follow him?
If yes, ready your Bible and stay on your seat. I am Ate Gabbie.
And I am Ate Mika. Welcome to NXTGEN Live!
NXTGEN!
Our Bible lesson today is from the last two chapters of Joshua, chapters 23 and 24. By this time, Joshua was very old and he knew he would soon leave the earth. He wanted to make sure the people would choose God and serve Him only. He reminded them why they should choose God and serve Him. He reminded them of God's goodness and faithfulness through the mighty acts He did for them. Gabbie, can you recall some of them?
Yes, Ate Mika. God freed them from the Egyptians and amazingly split the Red Sea so the Israelites can walk through it. God gave them victory over their many enemies.
That's right! What else?
God let them walk through the Jordan River. God made the thick walls of Jericho fall. And finally, God led them to the Promised Land. Do you also remember how God made the sun stand still for a whole day? That is so awesome! God kept all the good promises that He had made to the Israelites. Every single one of them came true.
Good job, you remember! That's right, Gabbie. God kept all the good promises He made. And because of His goodness, Joshua tells them to choose God and serve Him only. Joshua also reminds them that God is holy. He hates sin and He will punish sin. Gabbie, can you read Joshua's warning?
Sure, Ate Mika. Joshua said,
"But as surely as the Lord your God has given you the good things He promised, if you break the covenant of the Lord your God by worshiping and serving other gods, His anger will burn against you, and you will quickly vanish from the good land He has given you."
Whoa, that's a very serious warning.
Yes, it is, Gabbie. You see, Joshua knew that even though God has been faithful to them, the people were unfaithful to God. Some of them copied the people living in the land and worshipped idols. So Joshua makes them choose.
Put away forever the idols your ancestors worshipped. Serve the Lord alone. But if you refuse to serve the Lord, then choose today whom you will serve. Would you prefer the gods of your ancestors served, or the gods of the Amorites? But as for me and my family, we will serve the Lord.
What do you think, kids? Did the people choose the idols or the one true God? Yes, you're right. The people chose wisely. They promised to choose God and serve Him only. After this, Joshua, the servant of the Lord, died at the age of 110. Joshua lived a full, meaningful life. He chose to follow God and serve Him only.
How about the Israelites? Did they keep their promise to God?
Good question, Gabbie. Read how the book of Joshua ends.
The people of Israel served the Lord throughout the lifetime of Joshua and of the elders who outlived him, those who had personally experienced all the Lord had done for Israel.
Thanks, Gabbie. Well, I think you guys are ready for a
Pop quiz!
Question number 1. How did Joshua encourage the people to follow God? Is it letter A, he reminded them that God kept all the good promises he made to them? B, he warned them that God will punish disobedience? Or C, all of the above? That's right, letter C, all of the above.
Question number 2. What evil practice were the Israelites copying from the people who lived in the land? A, saying bad words. B, worshipping false gods and idols. Or letter C, stealing from their neighbors. Yes, it's letter B. Awesome, you were really listening.
Last question. Question number 3. The Israelites choose to follow and serve God only. True or false?
I think we all know the answer to that. It's true! You're such good listeners.
That's exactly what our big idea is. Choose God and serve Him only.
And we choose God and serve Him only because of His goodness and faithfulness, just as what our memory verse says. Joshua chapter 21 verse 45. The Lord kept all the good promises that He had made to the Israelites. Every one of them came true. Joshua chapter 21 verse 45.
I love how the book of Joshua ends. It says, they served the Lord because they personally experienced all that the Lord had done for Israel. But do you know what happened in the next generation?
Sadly, the next generation did not choose and serve God. They followed the idols of the Canaanites. That's why they personally did not experience God. How about you? Have you personally experienced God's love and goodness?
The more important question is, do you want to? If yes, then it all begins by asking Jesus to be your Lord and Savior.
Jesus says, "Look, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in, and we will share a meal together as friends."
Will you let Jesus come into your heart and accept Him as your Lord and Savior? If yes, why don't you pray this with me? Let's pray. Dear Jesus, thank you that you want me to personally know you. Lord, I open my heart to you. Please come into my life and be my Lord. Please forgive me for all my sins. Thank you for dying on the cross for my sins. Thank you for your love and goodness in my life. I choose to follow you and serve you alone. Amen.
If you prayed that prayer sincerely, congratulations! Welcome to God's family!
Watch out for God's goodness in your life and don't forget to thank Him daily.
I really had a wonderful and meaningful time with you today at the Mika and all you kids.
Me too, Gabbie. Thank you for today. And thank you, kids, for being such awesome learners.
Kids, as we end our series on Joshua, we would love to know what you have learned in today's lesson
or in the whole Joshua series in the Victorious Padlet page by going to the link or scanning the QR code. We hope to have you here next time at
NXTGEN Live!
Hey NXTGEN families, how about spending time sharing with each other your answers to our discussion questions?
Because a family that shares with each other stays together.
And grows in the Lord together.
Let's use these questions to help us discuss what we learned in today's lesson.
Have a great time discussing!
Want to be part of a NXTGEN small group via Zoom? If you are 7 to 12 years old, you can be part of an online squad or small group by registering on the link in the description or scanning this QR code. Hope to see you there!